Greeks elevated wrestling to an art form, incorporating it into the Olympic Games in 708 BC. Greek wrestling emphasized skill and strategy, blending physical strength with mental acuity. Wrestlers aimed to throw their opponents to the ground, pinning them to win the belts. The Romans adopted Greek wrestling but modified it to include more physicality and less emphasis on finesse. This version evolved into Greco-Roman wrestling, which remains a prominent Olympic sport today. In medieval Europe, wrestling was a popular pastime among all social classes. Monarchs and peasants alike engaged in the sport, which often featured in festivals and fairs. Wrestling manuals from the Renaissance period, such as those by Hans Telhofer, provide insight into the techniques and strategies of the time. Wrestling also flourished in Asia and Africa during this period. For example, Mongolian wrestling became central to the culture of the steppes, while the Sinhalese wrestling developed into both a sport and a form of entertainment. The modern evolution of wrestling, though, can be traced to the 19th and 20th centuries when it split into amateur and professional forms. The amateur style continued the likes of freestyle wrestling, Greco-Roman, and the sort of amateur wrestling you expect to see in the Olympics, whilst professional wrestling began to become a carnival sideshow, developing into a scripted entertainment spectacle with the formation of things across America like the National Wrestling Alliance, joint promotions in the UK, and all those which laid the groundwork for the world wrestling entertainment juggernaut that exists today.